All right. Now, coming back, so all through these 6 days, we covered various aspects of money. Today is the day where we are going to touch upon how you can receive best in your career. As I said, we'll try to make it as interactive as possible and cover it within the planned time. So, career, when we say career, it's different for different people. You could be a housewife, you could be working at a bank, you could be you could be an investor, you could be a healer, you could be a therapist, you could be anything. So out of that career, you're getting some experience. And today, what we're going to do is how we can make best out of it. Now, there are a couple of reasons for if you observe some people under the same circumstances with the same qualities they have as you have, can achieve better results. There is nothing different about them, but somehow, somewhere, energetically, they are probably aligned to the career they are in. We'll see what is the have cried with each session. Okay, we'll talk about it. So we'll let me read it because it's coming up. Have cried with each session as awareness of where my suffering has come from. I've been deeply spiritual since childhood. Came from a affluent family who lost everything in partition. Arrogance in wealthy family seniors. I see how why I have had disturbances in finances and relationships. Thank you. Thank you, Susie. Thank you for your feedback. The purpose of this course at the end of the day is if you can be aware of your feelings, if you can be aware of your emotions, if you can be aware of your energy, then it serves the purpose because you are the manifester of your life. If you can make peace with what is going on in the right now, you can create better possibilities. Something similar happens with the career as well, where why don't we get what we want in a career has several factors influencing it. One of it is not having a clarity about your career. Is it for me? This happens when you have your heart somewhere and your mind somewhere. Many of us get into a career because we want to meet our needs, but our heart is somewhere else. And in this process, we half-heartedly contribute, and your receiving is completely dependent on your outgoing energy, which is contribution. If you're not completely there in your career, you'll not be able to contribute completely and not receive as you want. And why would anybody don't want to contribute, do their best? One of the reasons could be you can say a soul level calling, where your desires are somewhere else. If you are here to experience popularity in this life, and if you are in a job where nobody notices you, even the person sitting next to you may not give anything about you. So that position can make you feel that you are completely out of space. It's not about the career. It's not about what do you do. It is about what experience are you getting out of your career. As I said, career it could be different for different people. but the experience will remain same. You can be a housewife, cooking food for your family, friends, and that can make you famous. And fame is relative. You may be famous in your state, but you may feel nobody recognizes me in the country. If people know you in your country, you may feel I'm not global. And somebody at home gets recognized by the family members can make that itself can make them feel famous and recognized. So fame is relative. So is any other experience. If you ask what experience am I getting out of this career, and if it is aligned, you will commit to that. If you start getting recognized in your job, whatever job it is, your energies will be aligned. And when you have both your feet grounded, you'll be able to perform better. You'll be able to deliver better. And when you do that, you'll be able to receive better. So the first question you need to ask is, what is that your heart is seeking? Is it seeking recognition? Is it seeking money? Is it seeking appreciation? Is it seeking that joy of performing at your best? What is that you're seeking? You can note it down. Close your eyes for a minute and think, what is that you want from your career? You don't need to worry about whether it is possible. It can be as wild as anything. You just go, because your subconscious mind is a powerhouse. It can manifest anything for you. You ask, what is that you're looking for? Are you looking for stability? Are you looking for joy? Thank you. You can open your eyes. Now think of having your heart and mind level desires in two directions. Then you'd be reluctant to commit in the present situation. That is because if you commit, if you stay in that situation, you feel that you may get stagnated. And stagnation is what we always avoid. But definitely there will be reasons because of which you will not be able to move out of that job. Maybe this job is paying you so much that you can manage your bills or your luxury. Now moving out of it, not knowing what lies ahead for me, could be a challenging situation. And this is what I have observed. People who have a fear of committing will always have these cycles where they are confused, are in conflict with the present situation. And that invites a lot of energy, which makes it difficult for you to stay in that position. For example, there could be several inconsistencies on day-to-day basis. So in these scenarios, first we need to make peace with the existing situation. If you observe any inconsistencies, it could be in relationship, it could be in your current situation. First, we need to make peace with all that we consider not going well in the present situation, as we refer to inconsistencies in your environment. Once you're at peace, whatever is aligned for you will open up on its own, like a miracle, like a magic. But if you switch your jobs, switch your career, out of that incompletion, you're going to carry it forward. You may carry it forward. Going through a conspiracy and switching a career could also be a case where you're pushed out of your present situation if you stay long enough to get completely stagnated. That's when the conspiracy sets in. But before that, there is a stage called you can follow inspiration, where you meet right people, right projects at the right time, and you just flow. If that doesn't happen, desperation sets in, where you feel restless, where your bonuses get cancelled, where your promotion gets screwed up, and many things happen which are giving you a sign to address something within or to move on. But if you choose to move on, it would be better if you make peace with your present condition. What is that I'm finding so difficult in my career? So you can ask yourself, what is happening with your career right now? I'm not receiving enough money. I'm not receiving enough support. I'm not feeling happy. I'm finding it hard to cope up with my colleagues. If you're a housewife, you can say, I'm finding it difficult to manage my family members, their erratic demands. So whatever it is, take few seconds, note down, close your eyes, and note down what is that which is not working you in your career. Open your eyes. Since last 5 days, we have been talking about receiving and contributing. Let me try to give an example around it. How we don't contribute because we are blocking our receiving channel, or sometimes we it's a two-way cycle. So if you block your receiving channel, you'll find it difficult to contribute. And if you're not willing to contribute, you may find it difficult to receive. So it has to go hand in hand, both receiving and contribution. If they are and if they are seamless, then you will have all the resources meant for you. It could be anything. It could be beyond your imagination, but it will come to you. Just take a case of a housewife cooking for family. So in this scenario, making food or nurturing family is probably the experience. The joy of nurturing is probably the experience the person is getting. Now, imagine you tried something new and you received nasty comments about it, very bad feedback. Now, what you do? Now, you don't want to receive such feedback. So, not wanting to receive can stop you from trying anything new, contribute anything new. So, I personally believe it is not that your new recipe got messed up because you wanted to receive, because at the energy level we are the manifestors of our life. So if something has happened in your reality, we co-create it. So cooking a messy food may not be the reason for receiving a bad feedback. But wanting to go through this experience where you get a nasty comment and it makes you feel lousy could be the reason you have cooked the missed food. So when you get a comment like saying you're not a good cook, how do you feel about yourself? You may feel not competitive enough. So what you need to do is you need to focus on that experience, what you're getting, and make peace with it because that could be creating your situation. Are you able to follow me here? So if you make peace with that need to feel not good enough, not competitive enough, is inside you, that is there for a reason. That probably is a way you have been improving yourself. So if you make peace with that need to go through maybe growing out of a bad feedback or something, whatever it is personal, you can completely shut down because of that comment, or you can take that comment and work hard and make better food. It depends how you are taking that feedback. But having that feedback itself is a need which probably has created all that situation. And when you don't want to receive that, thinking that it's a bad thing, not taking ownership of what you're receiving and close your fist, you obviously won't open your other fist to contribute. That's what happens in most of the careers. When you're not completely committed, you receive some things which you don't want to receive and you won't contribute, and that creates a cycle. So first step, recognize where is your heart, what experience you seek. Second is work on what experiences you are getting presently. When you work on these two things, you'll have more clarity. You have more of your energies committed in that place. Trust me, we keep saying I need so and so money, I'll be happy. That is not going to happen because we get so many cases where people are making good money, yet they feel out of place, yet they feel something is not working for them. And people who barely meet their ends stay happy. But the possibility is when you open up, when you're operating out of this joy, there is a possibility you could invite much more in your life in terms of money, in terms of recognition, in terms of validation, appreciation. Okay. So today what we'll do is, rather than going for an energy process like how we do every day, we'll take up somebody who's struggling with their career. We may not be able to go through an in-depth clearing for that particular case, but we'll take up maybe 2, 3 and see. So if you present your case, if you want me to take it up, don't worry about the stories, what you're going through. Just tell me the experience you're getting. We just need a thread to pull, and we'll see how it goes. Okay. So anybody who's struggling with their career right now can raise their hand.
Yeah, can I?
Yes, Ravi. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm an entrepreneur. I was into job, but since 3 years I'm an entrepreneur. So I'm struggling with the initiative. I mean to initiate the things.
To take an initiative.
Yeah, initiative, like when I have to meet a client, so there's a reluctance to call, to take appointment because what they will think, or I don't know what is psychological, because earlier I was in another sort of a job, but now uh, the thing I'm doing is of my interest. But
Hmm.
still, initiating the things and procrastination, that is there.
All right, we can take it up. So all of you can work along. Okay, when we are working with Ravi, you can work along in the similar way. You would be definitely having something you'd like to address with your career or receive better in your career. Ravi, what we first do is close your eyes. We'll take our attention awareness onto our breath. Now, you mentioned you are procrastinating things.
Yes.
Most of us do that. If you're not sure about it, the best way is we keep pushing it until it's on our face. So let's begin with that. Scan your body. Play along, just imagine and scan your body for this need to procrastinate. We can always ask certain questions which would bring up this clarity. One of that would be, so how do you feel when you meet your clients to begin with?
So the challenge is, in order to meet, I need to take an appointment. So there's a reluctance to call. I keep on procrastinating that.
Is this reluctance to call is because of the fear of getting rejected, not getting an appointment, or they
Most
turning you down?
probably, yes, yes.
So what we can do is we can start with this, and it brought up a good point that was related to career. So when you have, uh, okay, I'll come to that later. We'll continue with it. Okay. Now we'll scan your body for this fear of rejection or that memory where you felt severely rejected in the past. You don't need to share the details. You can just scan your body and look for that energy where you felt severely rejected in your life. There could be several, but let the subconscious mind guide you to that specific energy in your body. If you can sense it, where do you feel it? It could be
Yeah,
heart.
in the heart.
Ah, okay. Take your attention to your heart. Give this feeling a color. If it has a color, what color would that be?
Yeah, blue,
Dark blue, light blue,
dark blue.
dark blue. Okay. And if this feeling has an intensity on a scale of 0 to 10, how much would that be?
8.
Okay. Is it a fear of getting rejected or is it a grief of rejection? What comes to your mind?
Grief.
Grief. Okay. Now, if you can give this energy a shape, and if it's a matter, is it solid, liquid, gaseous, gooey, rubbery kind of thing? What do you sense?
Solid.
Solid. What shape is that?
It's a diamond
Okay, so
shape.
it's a dark blue diamond with an intensity of 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you give metaphor, you can directly start recognizing that. You don't even need to know anything about it. Your subconscious mind will start working on it and start projecting certain things. Second thing is, as we have started with this feeling, we can start by saying, I recognize my grief of being rejected.
I recognize my grief of being rejected.
I recognize
I recognize
my grief of being rejected.
my grief of being rejected.
Keep saying it a few times.
Yeah.
Anything comes to your mind when you say that? Any memory, any thought?
What, can you come again, please?
Anything do you get when you say that? It could be a thought or something your subconscious mind is projecting. What do you feel when you say, I recognize
I recognize
my, I recognize
I recognize
my, my grief of being rejected?
my grief of being rejected.
So what happens when you say that?
I think some memory comes to me when it happened.
Okay, like?
Like, rejected in a relationship or
Okay, go to that point.
yeah,
Go to that point and say, I recognize
I recognize
my fear of
my fear of
being rejected.
being rejected.
I recognize my grief of 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 being rejected.
Recognize my grief of being rejected.
I recognize my grief of being rejected.
I recognize my grief of being rejected.
Okay. What's happening?
I'm feeling more peaceful.
Now, can you check that blue diamond with an intensity of 8? How much is that now?
Yeah, it is now reduced a lot.
Okay. What would be the number?
2.
So that's a good sign. From 8 to it has come to 2. Continue saying, I recognize my grief of being rejected.
I recognize my grief of being rejected.
I recognize.
I recognize my grief of being rejected. I recognize my grief of being rejected.
All right. Now think of calling up a client.
Yes.
What comes up when you think of it?
That this fear only.
This fear
Getting,
only.
yeah.
Okay. So normally what happens is when we have this fear of getting rejected, are the experiences of being rejected in the past that probably has made us believe many things about you. Am I good enough? Am I worthy? Am I? So that every time we feel that we would get rejected, those all start getting triggered. So this rejection is giving you some learning. And out of that rejection, if you feel I'm not good enough, probably you can use that opportunity, and that is the way we have been growing. So we make use of that opportunity. We go back, we work on ourselves, we try to make ourselves better. All those things happen. So there must be some gift behind your need for rejection. So there has to be some experience you're also getting through this rejection. So we can say the statement, I recognize the brilliance
the brilliance
behind my need for rejection.
behind my need for rejection.
There are two ways to go with this. One is recognizing the brilliance. Second is asking yourself, what is that you are rejecting in yourself? Because that is what normally attracts this kind of rejection, so that you become aware of that part and integrate it. We'll come to this part, but let's go with the brilliance. I recognize the brilliance behind my need to be rejected.
I recognize the brilliance behind my need to be rejected.
Keep saying it, please.
I recognize my brilliance
Behind
the
my need to
need
be rejected.
to be rejected. I recognize the brilliance behind my need to be rejected. I recognize my brilliance behind the need to be rejected. I recognize the brilliance behind my need to be rejected.
Okay, what comes to your mind when you say that?
I feel more aware and less stressed now.
Less stressed now. Okay. Now again, imagine reaching out to a client and tell me how it feels.
That I feel more in control now of my emotions.
Hmm. Hmm. And what would happen if your client declines an appointment?
Again, there's a fear of image, that my image is
Okay.
getting tarnished or
Yeah.
something like that.
So just say, I recognize my fear of
I recognize my fear of
my image being tarnished.
my image being tarnished.
I recognize my image consciousness.
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 So normally, this image consciousness is related to the fear of being judged and the associated experiences with it. Sales is an important aspect of your business.
Yes.
And many of the people find it difficult to sell because of the fear of rejection. I think if you started, I'm not sure what career you were in earlier, but people who start with the sales, is first thing they go through is the rejection. And somebody who can handle it can make a good leap. So let's say I recognize my image consciousness, and tell me what comes up when you say that.
I recognize my image consciousness. I think, agreement. Yeah, I agree to this.
Okay.
I'm conscious about my image.
I recognize my need to be conscious about my image.
I recognize my need to be conscious about my image.
I recognize my need to be conscious about my image.
I recognize my need to be conscious about my image.
I recognize my need to be conscious about my image.
I recognize my need to be conscious about my image.
So there would be always two layers. One is the symptom, and the second layer is the reason behind that in the subconscious mind for everything. Now, if you are image conscious, it doesn't come simply like that. It would come if you have gone through some adverse experience where your image was tarnished. It could be a very subtle incident. It could be as simple as being called in the class, or it could be anything. So connect to that part of you where the image went for a toss. and call that part of you in front of you. It could be at any age where your image was compromised in any way. It could be at your home, it could be with a friend, it could be with in the business or in your past career. So call upon that part. Where you went through an experience of your image being tarnished in the past. Anything comes up when you say that? I mean, when you call that part?
Yeah.
How old how old are you? That part?
24.
24. Okay. Recognize it. Start recognizing. I recognize your feelings.
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 How is it feeling?
Peaceful.
Peaceful. Okay. So in most of the cases, we call it an inner child, which is scattered part of you because of some experience it has gone through. In most of the cases, it is not looking for solution. It is not looking for anything else but a recognition from you, saying that I'm sorry that you went through this. Just a recognition. So others working, if you get that part of you which didn't experience or gone through a trauma, you just say, I recognize your feelings. Okay. This part is feeling peaceful. And in most of the case, you don't even need to get into the story like what happened, how it happened, where it happened. If you want, you can do that. But as I said, in most of the cases, what this part of you, which is scattered, looking for is a recognition from you. All right. Ravi, is this 24-year-old ready to integrate in you? How far is this part from you?
It's very close. Yeah.
Okay. Keep saying, I recognize you until it merges in you.
I recognize you. I recognize you. I recognize you. I recognize you. I recognize you. Yes.
All right. Now go back. Now, and if there are any other inner children who have gone through similar experiences, call them all and say, I recognize you.
I recognize you.
Keep saying until all of them.
I recognize you. 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 I
Okay.
recognize you.
All right. Now go back to the point. Think of calling a client and tell me what comes up.
I'm feeling more confident now.
You're feeling more confident. And can you check the diamond in your heart?
I think it's not there.
It's not there. All right, beautiful. Thank you so much, Ravi. I'll quickly brief how we went about it. So first, the challenge in the career was reaching out to clients. Where was it coming from when you started recognizing that was procrastination? We started with it, and it was a fear of being rejected.
Yeah.
Why is the fear of being rejected? Because in the past, when probably Ravi went through this experience, the image went up for a toss.
Yeah.
And that fear of image getting tarnished is creating all the need to procrastinate. And once this integration happen, he'll be able to reach out easily to the clients. And until this fear is inside, clients will keep rejecting, and this experience will get strengthened every time they get rejected. We are in a loop. So the moment we address this seed, saying that whatever image I have is my perception.
Mhm.
So when you make peace with it, when you then it would be a new cycle where there may not be any need for clients to decline a meeting or offer, or it opens up something. So it's a first step you take towards it, and that is from where you will get your business and you will start receiving better in your career. Now, not wanting to receive that experience of your image going for a toss, the contribution is not happening. The contribution is selling your business to your clients. So it's a cycle. When you open up saying that let that experience come, I with awareness I'll address it, so there is no blocking of any resources, and there would be an easy contribution. You would be giving certain experience to your clients, you'll do it easily, effortlessly. Okay, thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much.
All right. Others, were you able to follow it in any way? What is the time? Are we on time? So it's 6:43. We are on time. So in this way, you can address anything related to your career and make best out of it. You can begin with asking, what is that I want in my through my career? What is that I want through my career? That would be your first question. Second question would be, what is the present experience I'm getting out of my career? If there something comes up which is not comfortable, start working on that until you make peace. How will you work is just start by recognizing, and when you have a feeling, connect that to your body, because subconscious mind, whenever it is not able to process any emotion, any trauma, any feeling, it stores it in your physical body. So through your that's where all the aches and pains show up in our physical body. They're trying to tell us something. So if you think of something which is not working in your career, if you get any pain inside your body, you can just go with that. Or you can ask, where is this emotion stored in my body? So go there, make it tangible, give it a color, give it a shape, give it a size, start recognizing it. It will keep guiding you. Don't get indulged in the stories. You just say, what experience am I getting? So I'm having a fear of rejection. Keep recognizing. It will guide you to a point where you last time got rejected and had an experience of your image going to toss. So keep recognizing it. If you don't make out anything, if you just keep recognizing, you are giving your subconscious mind that opportunity to heal and integrate. It's a natural way of your subconscious mind. It always want to put you in a better state. So recognizing gives an opportunity where you are calming down your conscious mind, not bringing in all, because if you take one situation, there will be a lot of emotions involved with it. Just this simple image consciousness can have so many things, like, will I be respected, will I be because a lot of things, am I good enough, the low self-esteem which can come along with, and there could be many things. So what you do not indulge, just keep recognizing until you feel lighter in your body. One thing what you can do is, from where you started, you keep going back to it. In this case, it was a diamond which you made tangible. You keep checking, is the intensity coming down? If it was 8, it became 7, then you're in the right direction. Keep working until it disappears or the intensity is absolutely low. If you feel stuck anywhere, you can use the statement, I recognize the brilliance behind it. And it will start opening up things for you. All right. So thank you so much for all your time, all the 6 days spending with us, waking up so early. Now we'll open up for the questions and stay connected. You can send me a Facebook friend request. I have a page, Roots and Bright. I have a YouTube channel, Roots and Bright, that is intended to spread this awareness. So subscribe for that channel, like the page so that whatever I post reaches out to you. And we now open up for questions. Go ahead. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, or we will officially call it a day and a wonderful week. Thank you.